Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? Just turned the fan off. It'll stop in a minute. I know it bothers some people, but it should stop in just a minute. Today is Thursday, September the 19th. My husband's gone playing volleyball, so I get a little bit of time to myself. I've been trying to read the real estate book before we start the course Monday. Every time I start to crack the book, he starts talking to me. I'm like, could you leave me alone? It's so funny. I sat down and read the book yesterday for like 10 minutes. That was it. That's all I got. And he's had the book since Monday. And I said, so I read it and I was on the 17th page, about 10 minutes. You know, it's not that big. The pages aren't that big. It's not that much. Anyway, and I said, what page are you on? He's on page 18. He's one page ahead of me. He's he has a hard time concentrating. He really does. I think he's ADD and a little bit dyslexic because he does really change letters and numbers around a lot. But he's very smart. He was trained as an engineer. He worked on aircraft in Iran. He worked for American Harvester. So he's a smart guy. He got through school without me when, he was much younger, and I'm sure he can still do it today. We're all out of practice, and we have to just start practicing. I'm going to make him some flashcards and help him out in that way. So me helping him will help me too. So anyways, I wanted to tell y'all, I have seen a mouse out on my deck. I think I might have mentioned it to you before. I'm not sure. But there's my dogs go crazy. It's so weird. They know when that mouse is outside. They're inside in the living room, and they know when the mouse it gets in the fig tree and eats the figs. How weird is that? There's still a few figs left, and it gets up there and gets the figs. So my daughter saw it, and then I saw it also. I've seen it a couple of times, and it's kind of scary. Where there's one, there could be more. So I was thinking, we need to get rid of this mouse before they get in the house. If it gets in the house, then we're going to really have a problem. If they got in the house, I think I'd know because the dogs would be going crazy. So I don't think it's gotten in the house yet. And I don't know. I've only seen one. So hopefully that's it. So I told my husband, buy something. I told him, buy some kind of trap where we can trap it and then I can go take it somewhere else and let it go. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I don't want to kill the mouse. I don't want to kill it. I don't want it here. Let it go somewhere else. And he went and looked at traps and everything. And he was telling me he wanted to get that trap where it kills them, that old timey metal trap. And I was like, no, we're not getting that. No, I told him no. So he got these little bait traps that they're little, you've probably seen them. They're tomcat. They eat it and then they go and die. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's all right. I don't want him to, I really don't want to kill the mouse. But I was talking to my girlfriend, and she lives in Kansas City, and she told me, she said, Trudy, let me tell you, when those mice start multiplying and they get in your house, you're not going to care if Johnny kills them or not. And she said, you just better get rid of it. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to listen to her and I'm going to get rid of it. So last night, I put a bait tray out on the handle of the deck. I put them on both sides. Put one by the big tree, and then we have another tree on the other side, and I put it on both sides. You cannot believe what I woke up to this morning. This is so weird. I told you we redid our room. That's why you're getting a different view, because we changed our bed all around. And we took all the mini blinds out. We threw them all away. They came today, just like 30 minutes ago. UPS dropped off my new mini blinds because they were so dirty and old. They were like 18, 20 years old. So my husband took them all out and dumped them. And we're waiting for some more mini blinds, so we have nothing. Well, I wake up this morning. My bed's right here. You can see the edge of it. And I'm sleeping like this, and I'm looking out the window. Do you know what crawled across my window? I mean, straight across the window, right at the top of it. There's the mouse. But I mean, he was crawling weird. He was like slow and craggedy, like shaky. And I've seen him run on the handle of the deck. He's a Speedy Gonzales, but he was crawling up on the edge of that. I don't know how, but I have a stucco house. So he was crawling on top of the edge of the stucco right at the window. And I could see his tail and his part of his body going by. And I was like, oh my God, there is the mouse. And I didn't want him to die, so I have to, it's so sad. It makes me so sad. I think he ate the poison and he was getting sick, because he was going real slow. And he came by the window and he stopped right at the window, and I tapped on the window and everything. I tried to scare him and he didn't even run away. How weird is that? So I think he got some of the poison. But now I'm worried because I don't know where he died. If my dogs go and eat that, then they can die. So it's a bad deal. And so when I let my dogs out today, I followed them around to make sure that they didn't find any mouse carcass. I don't think he's dead in the yard. I'm sure he's not, or they would have found it right away. But now I'm worried about it. If I put that bait out again, I could have another dead mouse and they could eat it or bite into it. It says on there that, don't let your dog eat the dead mouse. It can kill him. I'm like, this is not a good idea. Now that I think it through all the way, it was a bad idea all the way. So I told my husband, I'm not putting those traps out anymore. I don't want it. I don't want to do it like that. So I think the mouse may be dead and hopefully it was the only one. But if not, I'm going to do something else. Do y'all have any recommendations? Because that was so sad to see that poor mouse all shaky and poor thing. I feel so sad. Anyway, that's my mouse story. What I'm going to do tonight is instead of reading my tarot cards, I have meditated on Trump earlier, just a little while ago, right before I turned on my camera. I'm talking to Spirit and getting some information, and I'm going to relay it to you guys because I feel like I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. There we go. I feel like I get better information when I just ask Spirit than I do with my cards. The cards are a good tool to have, and they're fun too. But there's some things that you want to ask, and Spirit is the way to go. So this is what I want to know. This is what I ask Spirit, and I'm sure you guys want to know this too. Why does the GOP back Trump no matter what? Why do those Republicans back him up no matter what he says, what he does, how he behaves, or anything? I mean, what's the deal? Why are they doing that? So what I'm shown and told is it's a different thing behind closed doors. It's completely different. They may be supporting him and backing him up in the public, but behind closed doors, I see the door close and I see a woman. She's like this. She's covering, her mouth with her hand. She's appalled at him and his behavior. So, and especially, you're thinking, how can a woman support Trump? How can that happen? Well, they are watching him in disbelief. They really are, just like we are, even though they're supporting him. And I said, well, then why? Why are they doing it? Why? I mean, and what I'm shown is I'm shown like Santa Claus. He delivers the goods. He's showing me like Santa Claus. He delivers the goods. And I said the goods, and they said the votes. The votes. He delivers the votes, the goods. And they're telling me it's that simple. It's like, this is stupid, y'all. It's like sausage on a stick. It's that simple. Because, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's why everybody's being controlled, because they're afraid to, get voted out of their seat. And, what I see right away? I see Trump and I see a dog. He will treat them like a dog. If they go against him in any way. He'll treat them like a dog. I mean, I treat my dogs wonderfully. So that would be good. I know a lot of y'all do too, but it's just a saying. It's just a saying, and that's the vision I got, a dog. So he'll treat them like a dog, like Trump would treat a dog. I don't think Trump would treat a dog like me and you would, right? He lets them know that if they cross him, he will take them out. And you know what I see, y'all? This is funny. You remember? I mean, we're not that old, but we've seen movies and stuff that have old vaudeville acts, and you know that long cane that they have when they're ready to pull the act off the stage, like you're not so hot, you're not doing a good job, and they take the long cane and pull the act off the stage. That's what I see. I see Trump has a long cane, and he'll get them if they cross him. He just takes out his cane and he pulls them off the stage. So he's got some kind of power, he's got power over the people. So it's his supporters. And if somebody goes against him and then he starts rallying against them on Twitter and all that, then his supporters will do the same. So that's what I see. So I think that's how he's controlling the GOP. A lot of people have made theories and said things like he's got something on him. But come on, he can't have something on everybody. That just doesn't make any sense that he has something on everybody, that he's got information on everybody. He may have some information on some people, and, they don't want to cross him because they both know, what it would be, what could be revealed. But I don't see that. I don't see that he's got a bunch of information on everybody, because you guys, I mean, on the one hand, no matter what should happen to their seat, they should stand up against Trump. No matter what, they should do that. It's a shame. It's such a shame. These people are weak. They look like they're strong. They have a really good way of being organized. They organized very, very well. And they just stay really tight and together, and they help each other. They know what they're going to do, and they work in union with each other. So, okay. Anyway, that's what I got on that. The next thing I was asking Spirit is, I ask, who is the whistleblower? Now, I don't know how much is revealed. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, but okay, it's an intelligence officer. We know that. He overheard Trump speaking on the phone to a foreign leader, right? And he said that he was making some kind of promises to him that were, iffy, that didn't sound right. I don't know. It must have been really bad. But the whistleblower kicked it up to the inspector general, and the inspector general found that it was credible and urgent, right? And then the Trump officials blocked it from going to Congress. So they're supposed to, inspector general is supposed to report to Congress, but Trump officials blocked it. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. They can do all kinds of stunts. They can pull all kinds of stunts and get away with it. But of course, Congress found out about it anyway. Leak. But I think it's a man. And I see the alarm is sounded. They're sounding the alarm. I see that. And then right after I see them sounding the alarm, I see a small boat, kind of like a rowboat. It's blue. I don't know if that matters. I see a rowboat. Nobody's in it. Nobody. Everybody's jumped out, and the rowboat is sinking. It's going down to the bottom of the water, and then it just disappears. I don't see it anymore. So I don't know if this is just going to go away. and we're not going to ever find out what was going on. I don't know. I It feels like it's just like everything else with Trump. Somehow they get away with murder and things just get covered up, and it just feels like it's going to go away. So we'll see. We'll watch it. Maybe it'll go away and then come back. Maybe it'll resurface. I don't see that right now. I see that it's just going to go away. So maybe they're not able to do anything with it. I don't know. Okay. Next thing I asked Spirit is, will Trump's taxes be released to Congress? We really want to see his taxes. Everybody does. So I see that they eventually do get them, because I see them all, I see Congress all reading his taxes. I see they're like, oh my gosh, I see that. I feel like they're going to get his taxes. Maybe some of them are in an illegal, underhanded way, that maybe they'll see his taxes. They're not supposed to be looking at them, and somehow they get them. I feel like that they'll see him like that, first of all. But I do see later on that they get his taxes, but maybe they even have, maybe they're looking at him now. Maybe they have a copy of them and they're just looking at it now, and they know more than we know, because I feel like they get him in an underhanded way. So somebody maybe gives over his taxes on the down low, something like that. So Congress can see them but not act on them, But it does help them get ready for when they're released legally, so that they already know kind of what they're going to do. So I feel like that's what's going to happen. That's what was shown to me. So, okay, guys, like I said, there's no reading, just me talking to Spirit and getting a little information here. Thank you guys for listening to me. I really appreciate it. If you like my videos, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit the bell to be notified of the next video that comes out, okay? All right, guys. I am going to start studying really hard now. I'm going to even skip going to the gym tonight because I need to study. See, now I have a good reason not to exercise. I'll get on my treadmill for 30 minutes. How about that? I can maybe put the book up there while I'm walking and read it while I'm walking. That's a great idea, huh? I used to be able to do that, but as you get older, it's a little more harder to, and you've got glasses on and all that, it's harder to do. I used to read and walk all the time at the gym. I would have a little paperback book and read it. How the hell I did that, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it now, but I'm going to try. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Y'all take care. Love you so much. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, please contact me. In the description box is my email, okay? I still have readings for $25 to the end of September, okay? All right, guys. Love you. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.